Welcome to Reading Readiness Centers, where we explore the wonders of language. Today, we are embarking on a fascinating journey to understand the intricacies of active and passive voice. Get ready to enhance your English skills and unlock the secrets of effective communication. Introduction to active and passive voice. Have you ever noticed how sentences can be structured differently, yet convey the same message? That's where active and passive voice come into play. Let's dive into the world of language and explore these two voices. Understanding active voice. Active voice puts the focus on the subject performing the action. For instance, the cat chased the mouse. Here, the cat is the subject and chased is the action. In active voice, the subject is the doer, making the sentence clear and engaging. This voice is often used in everyday conversation and writing to convey a sense of agency and responsibility. Exploring passive voice. On the flip side, passive voice shifts the focus to the action being done to the subject. Consider, the mouse was chased by the cat. In this case, the mouse is the subject, and was chased is the action. Passive voice can sometimes make sentences less direct, but it has its own unique uses and applications. This voice is often used in formal writing, such as scientific or technical documents, to emphasize the action rather than the doer. Let's practice converting sentences from active to passive voice. Take "The chef cooks delicious meals." Can you transform it into passive voice? The passive voice version would be "Delicious meals are cooked by the chef." Real-life applications of active and passive voice. Active and passive voice is not just grammar concepts, they have real-world applications. In news headlines, active voice grabs attention, while in scientific writing, passive voice is often preferred for objectivity. Understanding when to use each voice can elevate your writing and communication skills. For instance, in a news article, using active voice can create a sense of urgency and drama, while in a scientific paper, passive voice can provide a more neutral tone. Importance of active and passive voice. By mastering active and passive voice, you can convey your ideas more effectively. Active voice adds clarity and directness, while passive voice can be used strategically for emphasis or formality. Common mistakes and tips. When using active and passive voice, it's essential to avoid common mistakes. For example, don't confuse the subject with the object, and make sure to use the correct verb form. To master active and passive voice, practice converting sentences and paying attention to the subject-verb-object structure. Now that you know the difference between active and passive voice, let's put your skills to the test with some fun practice sentences. Active voice, the teacher grades the homework. Passive voice, the homework is graded by the teacher. Active voice, the artist painted a beautiful mural. Passive voice, a beautiful mural was painted by the artist. Great job! Remember, in passive voice, the subject receives the action, while in active voice, the subject performs the action. Before we wrap up, let's dive into some fascinating facts about active and passive voice that will make you see grammar in a whole new light. Active and passive voice can be like competitors in the Grammar Olympics, with active voice sprinting for clarity and directness, while passive voice aims for a more formal tone, like athletes in a language race. That wraps up our exploration of active and passive voice. Like, share, and subscribe to Reading Readiness Centers for more engaging language lessons. Changing a sentence from active to passive voice, and vice versa, can feel like solving a language puzzle, where rearranging the pieces reveals a whole new picture and meaning. Did you know that active voice is like a superhero in sentences, putting the subject in the spotlight as the action hero of the story? It's like giving your words superpowers. Thank you for joining us today. Keep honing your language skills, and we'll see you in the next video.